Have you ever felt ignored by someone you cared about? Maybe a friend, a partner, or even a family member. It can be hurtful and confusing, leaving us wondering what we did wrong. But what if there was a way to handle being ignored that didn't leave us feeling upset or powerless? Imagine this: you're excited to share something with a friend, but when you try to talk to them, they don't seem interested. It's like you're invisible. How would that make you feel? Ignored, right? It's a common feeling, but it doesn't have to ruin your day. Welcome to Wisdom Woven, where we explore simple yet powerful ways to navigate life's challenges. In this video, we'll delve into the wisdom of Buddhism to learn how to respond when someone ignores us. Instead of feeling hurt or frustrated, we'll discover a new perspective that empowers us to find peace within ourselves. Let's face it, feeling ignored can stir up all sorts of emotions: anger, sadness, and even self-doubt. But what if we could turn those negative feelings into something positive? That's exactly what we'll explore together. By the end of this video, you'll have practical tools inspired by Buddhist teachings to transform how you respond when faced with ignorance. So, buckle up and get ready to embark on a journey of self-discovery and empowerment. Together, we'll learn how to navigate the ups and downs of relationships with grace and compassion. Remember, every challenge is an opportunity for growth, and being ignored is no exception. Before we dive in, don't forget to hit that like button, leave a comment sharing your thoughts, and subscribe to Wisdom Woven for more insightful content. Now, let's explore how to handle being ignored with wisdom and compassion. Lesson 1: Understanding ignorance. Ignorance is like wearing blinders in a world full of possibilities. Imagine walking through a beautiful garden but only seeing a small patch of grass in front of you. That's what ignorance does. It limits our perspective and prevents us from seeing the richness of life. When someone ignores us, it's often because they're unaware of our presence or the impact of their actions. It's not necessarily a deliberate choice to hurt us, but rather a lack of awareness. Ignorance can stem from various sources: lack of understanding, preoccupation with one's own thoughts, or simply not paying attention. Sometimes people are so caught up in their own lives that they overlook the needs and feelings of others. But here's the thing about ignorance: it's not permanent. Just as the sun eventually breaks through the clouds, awareness can penetrate the veil of ignorance. By understanding its nature, we can begin to dissolve its hold on us. Buddhism teaches us that ignorance is one of the root causes of suffering. When we're ignorant of the interconnectedness of all things, we create divisions and conflicts. But through awareness, we can break free from this cycle and experience greater harmony. In Buddhism, ignorance is often depicted as a veil that obscures our vision. It's like trying to see clearly through a foggy window. We can make out shapes and shadows, but the details remain elusive. By acknowledging our own ignorance, we open ourselves up to growth and transformation. Instead of clinging to fixed beliefs and assumptions, we become curious and open-minded. Understanding ignorance is not about blaming ourselves or others. It's about recognizing a common human experience. We've all been ignorant at times, but we also have the capacity to learn and evolve. When someone ignores us, it's an opportunity to practice compassion and understanding. Instead of reacting with anger or resentment, we can choose to respond with kindness and empathy. By cultivating awareness in our own lives, we can help others do the same. Like a ripple effect, our actions can inspire others to break free from the shackles of ignorance and embrace a more enlightened way of being. In the next part, we'll explore the power of awareness and how it can transform our relationships and our world. But for now, let's reflect on how ignorance shows up in our own lives and how we can cultivate greater awareness. Lesson 2: The power of awareness. In our fast-paced world, it's easy to get caught up in the whirlwind of daily life. But amidst the chaos, there lies a profound truth: the power of awareness. When we are aware, we are fully present in the moment, attuned to our thoughts, feelings, and surroundings. This simple act of being mindful can transform how we relate to ourselves and others. Imagine this: you're walking down a busy street, lost in thought, when suddenly you notice a beautiful flower blooming by the roadside. In that moment of awareness, everything else fades away and you are fully immersed in the beauty of the flower. This is the power of awareness. It brings us back to the present moment where life unfolds in all its richness. But awareness goes beyond simply noticing the world around us. It also involves tuning into our inner landscape, our thoughts, emotions, and sensations. When we cultivate this inner awareness, we gain insight into the patterns of our mind, allowing us to respond to life with greater clarity and wisdom. In the Buddhist tradition, awareness is central to the practice of mindfulness. By bringing our attention to the present moment without judgment, we can free ourselves from the grip of past regrets and future anxieties. Instead, we learn to appreciate the richness of each moment as it unfolds. Practicing awareness doesn't require fancy techniques or elaborate rituals. It can be as simple as taking a few deep breaths, feeling the sensation of each inhale and exhale. Or it can involve engaging fully in everyday activities, whether it's washing dishes or taking a walk in nature. The beauty of awareness is that it's always available to us, no matter where we are or what we're doing. Whether we're stuck in traffic or sitting in meditation, we can always return to the present moment with a gentle reminder to ourselves, be here now. Through the practice of awareness, we can cultivate a deep sense of presence and aliveness in our lives. We become more attuned to the needs of others, fostering greater empathy and compassion. And we discover a profound sense of interconnectedness with all beings, realizing that we are not separate, but part of a vast web of life. So the next time you feel overwhelmed or stressed, take a moment to pause and breathe. Allow yourself to become fully present in the here and now, embracing the power of awareness to guide you on your journey of self-discovery and transformation. Lesson 3: Cultivating Compassion. Compassion is like a gentle breeze that soothes the rough edges of our interactions. It's the understanding that everyone is fighting their own battles, and a kind word or gesture can make all the difference. Imagine a world where instead of resentment, there's empathy, instead of judgment, there's understanding. That's the power of compassion. When someone ignores you, it's easy to feel hurt or angry. But what if, instead of reacting with negativity, you responded with kindness? This doesn't mean ignoring your own feelings, but rather approaching the situation with empathy. Compassion starts with yourself. It's about recognizing your own suffering and treating yourself with kindness and understanding. When you're compassionate towards yourself, it's easier to extend that compassion to others. Practicing compassion doesn't mean you have to agree with someone's actions or condone their behavior. It simply means approaching them with an open heart and a willingness to understand. One way to cultivate compassion is through loving-kindness meditation. This practice involves silently repeating phrases like, "May you be happy, may you be healthy, may you be safe, may you live with ease," towards yourself and others. Another way to cultivate compassion is through acts of kindness. This could be as simple as holding the door open for someone or offering a genuine compliment. Compassion isn't always easy, especially when faced with difficult people or situations. But by practicing empathy and understanding, you can transform your relationships and create a more compassionate world. Remember, compassion isn't about being a pushover or letting people walk all over you. It's about setting boundaries while still approaching others with kindness and empathy. When someone ignores you, it's an opportunity to practice compassion. Instead of reacting with anger or resentment, try to understand where they're coming from and respond with kindness. By cultivating compassion, you not only improve your relationships with others but also enhance your own well-being. It's a win-win for everyone involved. So the next time someone ignores you, remember the power of compassion. Instead of holding on to resentment, choose empathy. It may not always be easy, but it's always worth it. Lesson 4: Practicing Mindfulness. In the chaos of our daily lives, it's easy to get caught up in a whirlwind of thoughts, emotions, and distractions. But amidst this whirlwind, there lies a powerful tool that can anchor us to the present moment: mindfulness. Mindfulness is the practice of being fully present and aware of our thoughts, feelings, sensations, and surroundings without judgment. It's about cultivating a deep sense of attention and focus on the here and now. Imagine you're walking through a lush green forest. The sunlight filters through the leaves, casting dappled shadows on the ground. With each step, you feel the earth beneath your feet, the gentle rustle of leaves in the breeze, and the chorus of birdsong overhead. In this moment, you are completely immersed in the beauty of nature, free from the distractions of the past or worries about the future. This is mindfulness in action. One of the simplest ways to practice mindfulness is through mindful breathing. Take a moment to sit comfortably, close your eyes, and bring your attention to your breath. Notice the sensation of air entering and leaving your nostrils, the rise and fall of your chest and abdomen. With each breath, let go of any tension or stress, allowing yourself to relax into the present moment. Another powerful technique is mindful eating. Before you take a bite of your food, take a moment to observe its color, texture, and aroma. Notice the sensations as you chew slowly and savor each mouthful. By paying attention to the experience of eating, you can cultivate a deeper appreciation for the nourishment it provides and develop a healthier relationship with food. Mindfulness isn't just about being present in pleasant moments, it's also about being present in difficult ones. When faced with challenges or negative emotions, mindfulness can help us approach them with greater clarity and compassion. Instead of reacting impulsively or getting swept away by our emotions, we can pause, take a breath, and respond thoughtfully. In today's fast-paced world, it's easy to feel overwhelmed and disconnected from ourselves and others. But by practicing mindfulness, we can cultivate a greater sense of peace, clarity, and connection in our lives. So, take a moment to pause, breathe, and be present. The beauty of life is unfolding in each and every moment, and mindfulness is the key to unlocking its full potential. Lesson 5. Letting go of expectations. In the journey of life, we often burden ourselves with expectations both from others and from ourselves. These expectations can weigh heavily on our minds and hearts, leading to disappointment and frustration when they are not met. However, in the wisdom of Buddhism, there lies a profound teaching, the art of letting go of expectations. Imagine a scenario where you eagerly await a response from someone you care about. You expect them to reciprocate your feelings or acknowledge your efforts. Yet, as time passes, there is only silence. Your mind races with questions, doubts, and perhaps even feelings of rejection. But what if, instead of clinging tightly to these expectations, you could release them like a bird set free from its cage? What if you could embrace the uncertainty with an open heart and mind? Letting go of expectations does not mean giving up on your desires or goals. Rather, it means loosening the grip of attachment to specific outcomes, allowing life to unfold naturally. Think of a flower blooming in the wild. It does not demand attention or validation, it simply follows the rhythm of nature, opening up to the sun's warmth and the nourishment of rain. Similarly, when we release our expectations, we create space for acceptance and gratitude. We learn to appreciate each moment for what it is, rather than what we wish it to be. In the teachings of Buddhism, the concept of non-attachment is central to finding peace and contentment. By letting go of our attachment to outcomes, we free ourselves from the cycle of craving and aversion. Picture a flowing river. It does not cling to the rocks or resist the bends and turns in its path. Instead, it surrenders to the natural flow, finding harmony in the journey. When we cling tightly to our expectations, we invite suffering into our lives. We become trapped in a cycle of disappointment and discontent, unable to fully appreciate the beauty and richness of each moment. But when we practice letting go, we cultivate a sense of inner freedom and joy. We become like the bird soaring high above the clouds, unburdened by the weight of expectations. Letting go of expectations requires courage and vulnerability. It means facing the unknown with an open heart, trusting in the inherent goodness of life. Consider the story of the lotus flower, which grows from the murky depths of the pond to bloom in exquisite beauty. Despite its challenging environment, the lotus remains untouched by the mud that surrounds it. Similarly, when we let go of expectations, we transcend the limitations of our circumstances. We discover a reservoir of resilience and inner strength that sustains us through life's ups and downs. Letting go is not a one-time event but a continuous practice. It requires patience, perseverance, and self-compassion as we navigate the complexities of human experience. Imagine yourself standing on the shore of a vast ocean, watching the waves ebb and flow. With each breath, you release your grip on expectations, allowing yourself to be carried by the gentle rhythm of life. As you let go, you may experience a profound sense of liberation and peace. You realize that true happiness comes not from controlling outcomes, but from embracing the beauty of the present moment. In the words of the Buddha, letting go gives us freedom, and freedom is the only condition for happiness. When we relinquish our attachment to expectations, we open ourselves to a world of infinite possibilities. Reflect on the areas of your life where expectations weigh heavily on your heart. How might you cultivate a spirit of letting go and surrender? Practice mindfulness and self-compassion as you navigate the challenges and uncertainties of life. Remember that you are not alone on this journey. You are supported by the wisdom of countless beings who have walked this path before you. With each step you take towards letting go, you reclaim your power and agency. You become the architect of your own destiny, guided by the wisdom of your heart and the light of your innermost being. So, dear friend, take a deep breath and exhale slowly. Release the grip of expectations and surrender to the flow of life. In the vast expanse of this moment, you are free. Lesson 6: Finding Inner Peace. In the chaos of life, amidst the hustle and bustle, finding inner peace can feel like searching for a needle in a haystack. But what if the key to serenity lies within us all along? Welcome back to Wisdom Woven, where we journey through the wisdom of Buddhism to uncover profound insights for modern living. Picture this: you're in the midst of a storm, with turbulent thoughts crashing against the shores of your mind. In these moments, finding inner peace may seem like an impossible feat, but here's the secret: peace isn't about silencing the storm, it's about finding stillness within it. Buddhism teaches us that inner peace is not dependent on external circumstances. It's not about escaping reality or numbing ourselves to pain. Instead, it's about cultivating a sense of calm amidst life's inevitable storms. At the heart of finding inner peace is the practice of mindfulness. Mindfulness invites us to be fully present in each moment, without judgment or attachment. It's about embracing the here and now with open arms, acknowledging both the joys and the sorrows that come our way. One powerful tool for cultivating inner peace is the practice of meditation. Meditation allows us to quiet the noise of the external world and turn inward to connect with the stillness that resides within us. Through regular meditation practice, we can train our minds to find refuge in the present moment, regardless of the chaos that may be swirling around us. But inner peace isn't just about finding solace in solitude, it's also about fostering harmony in our relationships with others. Compassion lies at the heart of Buddhist teachings, and by cultivating compassion for ourselves and others, we create a ripple effect of peace that extends far beyond our own hearts. Another key to finding inner peace is letting go of attachments and expectations. When we release our grip on how we think things should be and instead embrace things as they are, we free ourselves from the burden of constant striving and dissatisfaction. In the pursuit of inner peace, it's essential to nurture a sense of gratitude for the blessings in our lives. Gratitude opens our hearts to the abundance that surrounds us, shifting our focus from what's lacking to what's present. Ultimately, finding inner peace is a journey, not a destination. It's about embracing the ebb and flow of life with equanimity, knowing that peace is always within our reach, no matter the circumstances. So take a deep breath, dear friend, and remember, the path to inner peace begins with a single step. Lesson 7: Embracing Impermanence. In the grand tapestry of life, impermanence is the unspoken truth that we all must face. Nothing stays the same forever, everything is in a constant state of flux. This understanding lies at the heart of Buddhist teachings and holds profound wisdom for navigating the ups and downs of existence. Imagine a flowing river, ever-changing and dynamic. Just like the river, life is a continuous flow, and clinging to the past or yearning for the future only brings suffering. Instead, when we embrace impermanence, we learn to appreciate each moment for what it is, without attachment or aversion. Consider the beauty of a sunset. Its brilliance fades as darkness envelopes the sky, reminding us of the fleeting nature of all things. Yet, within this impermanence lies the essence of life's magnificence, the preciousness of each passing moment. In our quest for happiness, we often seek stability and permanence. But the truth is, the only constant is change itself. By acknowledging this truth, we can find freedom from the shackles of expectation and find peace in the ever-shifting landscape of life. Embracing impermanence doesn't mean resigning ourselves to a fate of uncertainty. Instead, it invites us to cultivate resilience and adaptability like a sturdy tree swaying in the wind. When we let go of our attachment to outcomes, we open ourselves to the infinite possibilities that lie beyond. Think of the seasons, each one unique, yet all part of the same cycle. Just as spring blossoms into summer and autumn fades into winter, our lives unfold in their own rhythm. Embracing impermanence allows us to flow with this rhythm, finding harmony in the ebb and flow of existence. In the face of loss and adversity, it can be challenging to see the beauty in impermanence. Yet, it is precisely during these times that its wisdom shines brightest. Like a phoenix rising from the ashes, we have the power to transform our suffering into strength and resilience. By releasing our grasp on the illusion of permanence, we open ourselves to the beauty of the present moment. Every breath becomes a reminder of our connection to the universe, and every experience becomes an opportunity for growth and self-discovery. As we journey through life's ever-changing landscape, may we find solace in the knowledge that impermanence is not the enemy but the very essence of our existence. And in embracing it fully, may we discover the boundless joy that lies beyond attachment and aversion. Lesson 8: Nurturing Self-Compassion. Self-compassion is like giving yourself a warm hug when you're feeling down. It's about treating yourself with kindness, just like you would a dear friend. When someone ignores you, it can be tough, but practicing self-compassion can help you navigate through those feelings. Imagine a soft blanket of understanding wrapping around you, comforting you in moments of distress. Often, we're our own harshest critics, but self-compassion invites us to be gentle with ourselves. It's about acknowledging our mistakes and shortcomings without judgment. Instead of beating ourselves up for perceived failures, we can offer ourselves words of encouragement and support, fostering a sense of inner resilience. Think of self-compassion as being your own best friend. When you're feeling ignored or overlooked, turn inward and offer yourself the same love and compassion you would offer to a friend in need. It's about validating your own emotions and experiences, recognizing that you deserve kindness and understanding. Self-compassion isn't about pretending everything is perfect or denying our struggles. It's about embracing our humanness with all its flaws and vulnerabilities. By accepting ourselves as we are, flaws and all, we open the door to healing and growth. One way to nurture self-compassion is through self-care practices. Taking time to engage in activities that bring you joy and relaxation can help replenish your emotional reserves. Whether it's going for a walk in nature, indulging in a favorite hobby, or simply taking a few moments to breathe deeply, self-care is essential for nourishing your soul. Another aspect of self-compassion is practicing self-acceptance. This means embracing yourself fully, including the parts you may not always like or understand. Instead of striving for perfection, strive for self-acceptance, recognizing that you are worthy of love and belonging just as you are. It's important to remember that self-compassion isn't selfish, it's necessary for your well-being. Just as you would nurture and care for a plant to help it grow, so too must you nurture and care for yourself. By prioritizing your own needs and well-being, you can show up more fully for yourself and others. Self-compassion also involves setting boundaries and saying no when necessary. It's about honoring your own limits and respecting yourself enough to prioritize your own needs. Saying no isn't always easy, but it's an essential part of self-compassion and self-care. When faced with rejection or indifference from others, practicing self-compassion can help you navigate those emotions with greater ease. Instead of seeking validation from external sources, you can find solace and support within yourself, knowing that you are enough just as you are. Self-compassion is a skill that takes time and practice to develop, but the more you cultivate it, the more resilient you become. By treating yourself with kindness, understanding, and acceptance, you can weather life's ups and downs with greater ease and grace. In summary, nurturing self-compassion is like tending to the garden of your soul. It requires patience, care, and a willingness to embrace both the light and the shadows within yourself. By cultivating self-compassion, you can cultivate a deeper sense of inner peace and well-being no matter what challenges may come your way. Lesson 9. Fostering Interconnectedness. In the vast tapestry of existence, every thread is connected, every action resonates. This interconnectedness lies at the heart of Buddhist philosophy, reminding us that our lives are intertwined with the lives of all beings. Consider a single act of kindness. When you extend a helping hand to another, you're not just affecting their life, but also the web of relationships around them. Your gesture ripples outwards, touching hearts and inspiring others to follow suit. Even the smallest actions can create a ripple effect of positivity. A smile, a kind word, or a moment of listening can brighten someone's day and reverberate through the interconnected network of humanity. In fostering interconnectedness, we recognize that we are not separate from the world around us. We are part of a larger whole, deeply intertwined with every living being, every creature, and every element of nature. By nurturing this awareness of interconnectedness, we cultivate empathy and compassion. We understand that the joys and sorrows of others are not separate from our own, but part of the shared human experience. Through mindfulness practices such as meditation, we can deepen our sense of interconnectedness. As we quiet the chatter of our minds and open our hearts to the present moment, we become more attuned to the interconnected web of life. In embracing interconnectedness, we let go of the illusion of isolation and separateness. We realize that we are all part of a vast and intricate network where every action has a consequence and every being is interconnected. This recognition of interconnectedness extends beyond human relationships to include all living beings and the natural world. We understand that we are not separate from nature but deeply interconnected with the earth, the sky, and all living creatures. By fostering a sense of interconnectedness, we cultivate a deep respect for all life. We recognize the inherent value and dignity of every being, and we strive to act with kindness, compassion, and empathy towards all. In recognizing our interconnectedness, we also acknowledge our interdependence. We understand that our well-being is intimately linked with the well-being of others and the health of the planet. Through acts of kindness, generosity, and compassion, we strengthen the bonds of interconnectedness that bind us all together. We recognize that our actions have the power to create positive change in the world and contribute to the well-being of all beings. As we deepen our understanding of interconnectedness, we come to see that every moment is an opportunity to nurture compassion, cultivate connection, and contribute to the greater good of all. Lesson 10. Cultivating Gratitude. Gratitude is like a magical elixir that can transform our lives. It's the simple act of acknowledging the good things we have, big or small, and feeling thankful for them. When we cultivate gratitude, we shift our focus from what we lack to what we have. It helps us appreciate the beauty in our lives, no matter how small it may seem. Take a moment each day to reflect on the things you're grateful for. It could be as simple as a warm cup of tea in the morning or a smile from a stranger. Gratitude opens the door to abundance. When we're grateful for what we have, we attract more blessings into our lives. Studies have shown that practicing gratitude can improve our mental and physical well-being. It reduces stress, enhances happiness, and strengthens our immune system. Start a gratitude journal where you write down 3 things you're grateful for each day. It's a simple yet powerful practice that can transform your outlook on life. Express your gratitude to others. A simple thank you can brighten someone's day and strengthen your relationships. Gratitude is a choice we make every day. Even in challenging times, there's always something to be grateful for if we look hard enough. Cultivating gratitude doesn't mean ignoring our problems or pretending everything is perfect. It means finding silver linings and reasons to smile amidst the chaos. Gratitude is contagious. When we cultivate gratitude in our own lives, we inspire others to do the same. Take a gratitude walk and notice the beauty around you, the chirping birds, the rustling leaves, the gentle breeze. Nature has a way of reminding us of life's simple joys. Practice gratitude rituals like saying grace before meals or giving thanks before bedtime. These rituals help us stay grounded and connected to the present moment. Gratitude is a practice of mindfulness. It brings us into the here and now, where we can fully appreciate the richness of life. Cultivate an attitude of gratitude in every aspect of your life, at work, at home, in your relationships. It's a powerful tool for creating a more fulfilling existence. Remember that gratitude isn't about comparing ourselves to others or measuring our worth based on material possessions. It's about finding joy in the present moment. Gratitude allows us to see the beauty in everyday moments, the sunrise, the laughter of children, the kindness of strangers. Practice self-gratitude. Acknowledge your own strengths, accomplishments, and resilience. Treat yourself with the same kindness and appreciation you show to others. Gratitude is a practice of humility. It reminds us that we're part of something bigger than ourselves and that we're interconnected with all beings. As you cultivate gratitude in your life, watch how it transforms your perspective, your relationships, and your overall sense of well-being. So, let's embrace the power of gratitude and make it a daily practice. Together, we can create a world filled with joy, kindness, and appreciation. Conclusion. In this journey of understanding how to deal with being ignored, we've traversed the wisdom of Buddhism, finding nuggets of insight to guide us through life's challenges. Remember, being ignored is not a reflection of your worth but an opportunity for growth. Here's a recap of what we've learned. Embrace impermanence. Understand that everything, including feelings of being ignored, is temporary. Embracing impermanence can bring a sense of relief, knowing that this too shall pass. Practice mindfulness. By staying present in the moment, you can observe your thoughts and emotions without judgment. Mindfulness allows you to respond to being ignored with clarity and compassion. Cultivate compassion. Extend kindness not only to others but also to yourself. Recognize that everyone is fighting their own battles and their behavior may not be a reflection of you. Let go of expectations. Release the need for validation from others. When you let go of expectations, you free yourself from the chains of disappointment. Nurture self-compassion. Treat yourself with the same kindness and understanding you would offer a friend. Remember that you are worthy of love and respect, regardless of how others may treat you. Find inner peace. Seek solace within yourself. Cultivate practices that bring you joy and contentment, whether it's meditation, art, or spending time in nature. Foster interconnectedness. Recognize the interconnected nature of all beings. Understand that your actions have ripple effects beyond what you can see. Cultivate gratitude. Focus on the blessings in your life, no matter how small. Gratitude shifts your perspective from lack to abundance. Stay aware. Be mindful of your reactions when faced with being ignored. Use these moments as opportunities for self-reflection and growth. Choose love. Ultimately, choose love over resentment. Respond to being ignored with understanding and compassion, knowing that love has the power to heal wounds and bridge divides. By integrating these principles into your life, you can navigate the ups and downs with grace and resilience. Remember, you are not alone on this journey. Together, we can weave a tapestry of wisdom and compassion, enriching our lives and the lives of those around us. Thank you for joining us on this exploration of how to deal with being ignored. Let's continue to spread kindness and understanding wherever we go.